the entry requirement. This is a question that we have also received, so I want to address that as well. So when it comes to the entry requirements, you can come in from wherever you are coming from. But the starting point will be SHS, at least your C6, coming in with that. That will be the starting point. And so that means you are starting from level 1. It doesn't matter what you studied in SHS. Maybe you're a general art student, home economics, visual art student, and you want to do ICAG, no problemo. Your SHS will come in. Then you come to a diploma or a degree from a tertiary institution and you did accounting specifically. Then you will get an exemption coming in from level 1, okay? And also an audit and assurance in level 2. So if you're coming in with an HND or a first degree accounting option, definitely accounting option, then you'll be exempted from level 1 and then audit and assurance in level 2, which means that you'll be left with 5 papers in level 2 for the most part, and then you will do, how do we call it? The other papers in level 3. Sometimes it depends, because if you have a degree, that will be HND, because if you have a degree, you get 2 exemptions in level 2, so that you do 4 papers in level 2. That is audit and assurance and principles of taxation. Then you can come in as well. So first degree, accounting, HND, accounting. Now, if you have a degree and it is not accounting, fine, you will still start from level 1. HND, it is not accounting, you will still start from level 1 at the end of the day. Now, this is where the challenge comes in. So people are like, Nhyira, I've heard about this ICAG thing. I want to become a chartered accountant. I want to do this, but I didn't study accounting in first degree or in high school. It doesn't matter your background, but one thing you must understand is that people like you, it means you need to go the extra mile. So it's possible. Maybe you did visual arts. Maybe you did, general arts. Maybe you have a first degree in agri something, or whatever you studied in the university, but it is not accounting related issue. It doesn't matter. You can still come into the ICAG, but you're going to start from level 1. It means that you are going to go through the baby steps, right? You will learn financial accounting so that you can master your double entry principles well. And it's not difficult. It's not difficult. So you don't necessarily need to have, studied accounting. Yes, certainly if you have studied accounting before, most of the things will be much easier for you. But we've had people with background of accounting from high school, first degree, and they sometimes still struggle in the ICAG a little bit before they ultimately become successful. So it all depends on the mindset, your approach, and the attitude generally at the end of the day. But irrespective of your background, irrespective of where you are coming from, you can certainly be part of this and do it. Now, if you are also in the university doing accounting and you're in level 300, you can apply. What does that mean? It means you will be exempted from level 1 papers so that you can move in from level 2. So for instance, BSc in Business Administration, Bachelor of Commerce, Business Administration Finance option, or BSc Administration, Accounting and Finance, Bachelor of Education, Accounting and Finance. If you are doing accounting, certainly you'll be exempted from level 1, and then principles of taxation in and audit and assurance in level 2. What does that mean? It means that you can put yourself in the position where by the time you are graduating, you are also coming in with significant progress in your ICAG. That's the idea there. And you can actually be doing the ICAG as you are in the university as well. Again, that means there will be a lot of work for you. That's all you need to understand, right? There will be a lot of work for you, because if you are doing your normal degree, then you are doing the ICAG alongside as well, and you are not in level 300 yet, but you're in level 100 and you want to start the ICAG from level like that, you can even finish and become a chartered accountant even before finishing your degree, depending on the way you go about it generally. But That's the option available. Note that the ICAG will require a transcript, certainly, and it must be provided by the dean of the business school, head of accounting or finance department, or an ICAG ambassador. And this is possible for the level 300 students for the universities that the ICAG has signed an MOU with, that is a memoranda of understanding with. And so not all the universities, but some of the universities the ICAG has this with. And with that, level 300, you can come in and start doing your ICAG. So that is what you must understand there when it comes to the way you come in into the ICAG. Master's degree, if you have an MBA or master's, whatever, MSc, and it's an accounting option, certainly you are going to be exempted from level 1, level 2 papers, except public sector accounting and finance. So that if you're coming in with MBA accounting, MSc accounting, then you are exempted from level 1, level 2. Then you can write public sector in level 2. Then you can go to the level 3 in that case. So those are the things that you must understand. Please note, if your master's degree is in other qualification other than accounting, then you may get subject for subject exemption. So maybe you did MBA and you focused on finance only. You did only finance. Okay. Then you may get subject for subject exemption. Maybe you'll be exempted from financial management in level 2, and then advanced, maybe audit and assurance and other things, depending. The ICAG will decide your fate when your transcript is sent to them. Note that exemptions will not be extended to any paper in level 3. Literally what it means is that even if you have PhD in accounting and you come, you would still be coming in to do things in the level 2, and then you go to the level 3 in that case. But if you hold qualification from other professional backgrounds, so maybe SEMA, you are coming in with SEMA, or you are coming in with ACCA, you are coming in with ICAN, that is Institute of Chartered Accountant Nigeria, then you will get sometimes subject for subject. If you have already finished, then it is likely that you may just be getting the opportunity to go into membership. It all depends on the structure and the decision of the ICAG. So these are the alternative options, modes of entry available for the ICA. The question is, what is your mode of entry? Number 1. And then number 2, what are you going to do to put yourself in the position to pass the examination? That's all.